The sensible sociopath. Sometimes they say f and shit and cum dumpster and
Oops. This show is not for you.
smart and creepy. It's not offensive. It's not standoffish. None of that.
Oh, lady inclusion.
Are you circumcised, Joe?
Oh, I don't know if we know each other well enough, Steve.
Come on, whip it out.
Parts of the barn.
You all think I have cancer?
Beehive enthusiast community.
Exceptionally talented at killing people.
Non-knowing sperm donor.
Why would you say that, Joe? You asshole. You're such an asshole. Hello, gentlemen,
Hello, Steve.
and everybody else.
Anthony.
Welcome to the show.
Steve.
So we're here live on a Friday night. Thank you for being here,
Thank you very much.
all of us. Look, I'm giving you extra lights now.
Dude.
All right.
Everybody. But I don't need it.
It's true.
I don't.
We don't want to watch anybody out anymore. So welcome to our Friday live show. We have been having some show meetings and talking about kind of where we're going to be going with some things, which is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
We had a
Learning.
meeting of the brains.
Yes.
And only one showed up, which was awkward.
Yeah. Well,
But I was there.
Me
I
too.
get it.
Yeah.
We're adding some new stuff into the show. We've got some new sound effects. Unfortunately, the video stuff still isn't. The audio isn't working, but yeah, that's all right. It's a work in progress. We're moving forward.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
They always say to fall forward, because we all fall. But if you're going to fall, make sure you fall
Yeah.
forward. Yeah.
Makes sense. Checks out. Did the math.
Yeah. Well, your teeth are the strongest bone in the body. I've heard that.
Not when I was 18.
Meth or what? What was going on there?
They call me Brian the Bone.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There he is. He caught up.
I'll just be your secret lover.
Nice.
That's a nice one. I like that one.
That's hot. And
Are you hard?
I am.
That would have been a better sound drop for that one.
It's all good.
Yeah, that would have.
So yeah. So we've got some topics we're going to be bringing to the show. Going to be bringing a little bit of news, hopefully some not so traditional news, maybe some stuff that's kind of in the outskirts, and we'll get to talk about those topics with everybody, and hopefully you guys will join in.
Please.
Not enough video, huh?
Not enough
Well.
video.
Fuck those guys.
In the ass.
Mm-hmm.
You guys go ahead and take it over.
Okay.
Oh,
So, tell me,
yes. Yes, Anthony.
how dead is too dead?
To
Put context to this. When I was in the service, a good buddy of mine, Matt Filsinger, yeah, feel free to Google him. Give him a shout out from me. Would when we're sitting around getting just schnockered off our ass, would talk about how dead is too dead to fuck.
All right.
Right.
Interesting lead up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
go big.
Context. What's the point?
No, fuck it.
Okay, so you guys are fucking dead bodies.
Yep. So he was a different fella, and to me,
So you don't want to lead on with
He was my best friend.
yeah.
he was. We were
digging holes, right?
digging holes. We're sitting in the dorms, shooting the shit, drinking beers.
Uh-huh.
Matt was definitely a strange little fella. He started smoking pot when he was about 9, and he broke his brain really young in life. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's retarded. Like really retarded.
Very, very, very. But somehow good enough to get into the Air Force.
All right.
Yeah.
He was a pilot.
Yeah.
Best and brightest.
Absolutely. He was just in charge of life support.
Oh, very important job.
Yeah. Packing parachutes and shit.
Oh, see, you were talking about how dead is too dead. I'm like,
Right.
that guy should probably know
Yeah, he would know.
the line
Mhm.
Yes.
between life and death.
So, we would sit around, get drunk, and out of left field, Matt would say, how dead is too dead?
All right.
Okay, so I'm bringing you back to that moment of hearing that the first time and going, what in the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, would you fuck Pam Anderson?
Mm-hmm.
Pamela Anderson, excuse me. And we're like, okay, which one? And the Home Improvement one, of course, right? Or Baywatch one at the time.
She had a guy's name on Home Improvement, I think. Wasn't it
Danny or Sam?
Danny, I think it was, or maybe Sam.
It
could have been Sam.
I don't even know she had a name on that show.
It didn't matter. It really didn't.
Brian.
So he's like, okay, Pam Anderson, the one of your choice, whichever one that was, the pre-work, the post-work, whichever. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I would fuck her, whichever one she was, I would fuck her. And he's like, okay, you're laying down in bed, she's naked, and right before you fuck her, she dies on you. Would you fuck her? And we're like, mind you, this is drunk us. Not even like a little drunk. This is like 340s of Mad Dog kind of drunk, right? Just before you pass out. And I'm like, no, no, maybe, okay, I probably would. And he's like, all right, now she's dead for an hour. You walk in, you think she's sleeping. Would you fuck her? I'm like, I might by accident. I would stop when...
If she gave consent, I would.
Yeah, well, previous consent?
Yeah, well, it's hashtag me too, guys. We have to be sensitive, you know?
Yeah,
Because
doesn't
you
matter.
guys are better.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And...
Wow.
I have no idea what that said.
I'm angry.
My answer was a very lengthy one, which was, if we had previously, she was asleep and she had requested that I wake her up that way, maybe, right?
You want to be romantic.
Right, no, absolutely.
Yeah, it's all about romance.
Kiss her rock hard, cold, dead body. No, don't think so.
Talk about waking the dead. Guys. Wow. Give her a hard... And we're supposed to be the hard, stiff one. Wow.
So, my usual go-to was, I'm stopping at like 5-10 minutes max because they're still pliable. Drunk answer, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, knowing, no. Not even, no. No. But, yeah, so...
Well, I heard a story, I don't know if it's an urban myth or what, but years ago, they said this young funeral director, he was a mortician, good-looking guy, educated, seemed pretty normal. On his wedding night, they get to the hotel there, it's their honeymoon, and his new bride, he asked her, would you mind going and taking a shower? And she's like, okay, that's kind of strange, but no, I want to be clean and whatever, So he goes, would you mind taking a very cold shower? Mm-hmm. She thought that was even stranger. Mm-hmm. Well, but she does it. It's her honeymoon, So she takes a cold shower. She comes in, and he goes, would you mind just doing one more thing for me, honey? Would you just lie in bed really still and not move? When would you think something was not right?
The cold shower would get my hinkometer pretty pegged. Then the laying in bed, don't move.
Well, you'd really worry about all those nights that he stays late at work.
Right. Honey, it's just going to be another 30, 45... Okay, it'll be 5 seconds more, hun, and then I'll be out the door.
Yeah, just 2 or 3 8 more hours. Well, I don't... I think that might be an urban legend. I guess unless maybe they, kept themselves pure until marriage, which...
Is that pure?
Well, it leads me to believe he probably wasn't banging dead bodies if he was really that Christian of a man or that, Muslim of a man, or who wants to make assumptions on what faith this gentleman had.
Who knows?
I mean, or his gender, really. They gender, their gender.
Oh, that's the new word, isn't it? They.
Well, Zimzer, we've talked about this. Yeah.
They, them, us, the others.
Secondly, so first of all, proponent for premarital sex, for sure. But secondly, wouldn't he try to get intimate with her and then go, hey, this isn't working, you know? You're throwing off my game with your heartbeat, and you're talking, and you're breathing.
So what you're saying is he wanted to test drive the car before he made the commitment to make payments and buy it up, drive it off the lot.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the saying.
Oh, it's not?
It's
Okay.
close, yeah, it's close enough.
Don't buy the vacuum until you test it on the carpet.
Yeah, so you don't fill out the credit because there's a FICO score, and then, yeah.
Don't buy the milk till you screw the cow.
That's what it
Or
is.
something like that.
Nailed it.
Yes, I knew I'd get it.
Nailed it.
Yep. Well, I think, but there are, because Ted Bundy was into the necrophilia thing.
Right.
That is so weird, because he only had a few problems. I did not know that was I've never heard of that.
His taste in vehicles was poor.
VW bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to shove someone into that thing?
Yeah.
And get away quickly?
I would not want to be caught dead in that vehicle. I'm telling you.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
Oh, good times.
But he would actually, I guess, set the ladies up in the woods or something, and then go back and visit them after hours and
repeatedly.
For like weeks, which is that's a bit much.
Like, if they were in the fridge, perfectly preserved, that would get gross really quick. Out in the woods with animals and nature and all that, chewing the bits.
I mean, ants.
I'm telling you, that guy had some problems.
Just
I'm not judging.
Well, no, we
He had some
do not
problems.
judge.
Yes, we don't judge.
It's a mental health problem, is what it is. If he was just hugged a little bit more, he wouldn't want to kill beautiful women, rape them,
Ejaculate.
and post-murder and ejaculate all over their dead corpses weeks to years later. If it was a hug, he just needed more hugs.
I was just adding on to the pre part.
Oh, okay.
Premature.
So we can all agree he had a few issues.
One or two.
Well,
A few.
I don't like to judge.
Yeah, we all do.
I don't like to judge. You guys judgmental, me not so much.
You're woke.
Walk a mile in my shoes, I say. In my shoes that are going through the woods to bang dead bodies.
Are those Toms? You wear Toms, right?
Yeah. Pretty nice, right?
Yeah, no, totally.
I'm an Olekai man, and if they want to sponsor us, Olekai, because it tastes better.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know if that's their tagline.
Is it? I don't know.
It's a shoe.
Oh, is it a shoe? I thought he was talking about a beer.
No.
I thought he was talking Molokai, like, Children of the Corn, but yeah.
That's Malachi.
Okay.
Tomato.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely a hard no, or I shouldn't say a hard no. I'm a very soft no on having sex with dead bodies. But
Where do you draw the line, though?
androids, robots, if they're life-like enough, I don't know. I think that's going to be the future.
Right. Where do you draw the line?
For dead?
Yeah.
Oh, the moment they die, I'm done. Unless I'm not quite done.
I would even say prior to death, because generally you're going to be 70, 80, that's more lines like way before that.
Okay, so like instant aneurysm. You're just about to come.
So you come and go at the same
Yeah,
time.
no, totally.
You check out.
You're going to roll out the button there, Brian. I can't hit again.
That's his problem, is he wears out the little button, little bean.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know. It's, there would have to be more to the circumstances of it.
Instantaneous death, nothing leading up to the death. She's totally into it, and then boom, instant death.
I mean, do I have access to the internet and pornography? Because that's just so much easier. I mean, you could get one off while you call the cops and or the paramedics or whomever. I mean, I accidentally put a zip tie or, whatever.
Right. Well,
Yeah, I mean...
Around her hand and...
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm not describing it to anyone. Just, you gotta reel it in. If I've learned anything from Johnny Cochran's brain tumor. Right?
What did you learn from his...
Don't admit to anything, call the police, buy smaller gloves than you need.
No,
All those
totally.
good things.
Oh, good God. Yeah, get the gloves wet is the key.
Actually, right before OJ live tweeted a video, and it was like right when I looked at my phone before we started streaming. I'm like, God, I wish I would have watched it. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not guessing he murdered anyone. Let's not speculate.
I don't really need to speculate or guess. When he's like, I'm not saying I did it, but if I did, I would have done it just like that.
Yeah. What was that book? If I Did It. Or something.
Yeah.
And then what I heard was the Goldmans. Mm-hmm. So they got like the rights, like they sued or they did something so that they get the money for it.
Right.
And they took out the word, or they shrunk the word if.
Yeah, literally.
Down. Yeah, and so it just said, I did it.
I
Simpson. Yeah.
love it. Well, yeah, because there's laws and regulations about being able to profit from a crime.
There was no crime. Well, I guess there was kind of a crime,
An alleged crime.
On account of all the dead bodies and blood, and murder weapons and such.
In the running.
Oh, we lost a very famous American last few weeks.
Yeah.
Charlie Manson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he passed away.
I had not heard that.
That's
Yes.
almost
Let's
sad.
see.
I'm sure I'm not that person.
Nope, that wasn't the one.
No, he was a skinny, crazy-looking person.
Okay,
Mhm.
that was close.
Mhm.
I'm getting
So
it.
close. Bless your
And so,
heart.
what do you guys think? I mean, what's your thoughts on old Chucky Manson?
I think he's getting banged by Satan right now.
Ah, God,
I
there.
hope so.
If there was a God and devil,
Does he like it though? I mean, because he's kind of into the counterculture, let's call it.
I would put him in heaven, and heaven would be his hell.
Well,
Ooh, that's a good spin on it.
Like his hell is our heaven, and vice versa, because he's counterculture, baby.
Mm-hmm.
this is true.
And so, sitting with all the goody two-shoe people, just everything's right and perfect with the
Yeah,
world.
that would drive him
and-
crazy.
Right, never being able to say fuck, that's my personal
Mhm.
hell. Yeah, these are things that bother me. Yeah.
If it was around Christmas time, we could come up with our own version of favorite things. No, that isn't a Christmas song. That's just a regular song.
Mm-hmm.
But if it wasn't for Charles Manson, we wouldn't have the phrase helter skelter. So he did give us that,
That is
Oh.
true. And die, pigs die. Right?
Yeah.
written in blood.
Yeah, on the wall.
Okay, so I guess there's a couple things that he gave to the
Oh.
world.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Well,
Chuck.
And what is it? Abigail Folger. So, I really think Folger's brand took off. She was the coffee baroness. She was...
You think people started enjoying her coffee because she...
And Sharon Tate,
Yes.
the film owns Tate's Rents,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
doesn't it? I don't know.
So, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She was, what's it? Rowan Atkinson's,
Love
wife?
interest.
Yeah, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean? No way.
Yep. Yeah, he raped a girl.
Because older guys are better.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Man, that came in handy.
What is it? Roman Polanski also involved somehow?
Yeah.
Man.
Sorry, Mr. Bean. I didn't mean it. Mr. Bean didn't rape anyone. He's not part of this.
I'm like, the timeline doesn't really...
Yeah.
I was doing the math.
Yeah, it was Roman Polanski, and I think that's when he fled to France. Or no, actually, it was in between somewhere in there. So he was I believe he might have been in France at that time though. But Sharon Tate was pregnant with his baby.
Oh, wow.
At the time. Yeah, and Abigail Folger, she was the heir to the Folgers coffee fortune, and
Wow.
yeah.
And because she died,
Yeah.
Folgers took off like crazy.
Yeah, because of the crystals, though, the little flavor crystals.
Like
I
crystal
think.
meth. So your thought is that Little Miss Folgers got freeze dried, and every little.
That's not where I was going with that.
No, that's where I was going.
Okay.
You're really onto the dead thing, aren't you, tonight?
Yeah. We need to look at your Google history.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check out his Pornhub account.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Actually, it's got to be like out of overseas, so L Pornhub or something.
Porno hubbo.
Yeah.
See,
Necrophilia for you or something.
Yeah, exactly. Necrophilia tube.
look,
Dead guys rule.
you numb your hand once, stick it in a freezer, and jerk off, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're the bad guy.
Yeah, chilloutboner.com.
You'll see Anthony walking through cemeteries with a shovel and a roll of toilet paper in his hand at night. Okay, that's not weird.
Box of tissues. Whatever. Yeah.
Some lotion.
Yeah. Coconut oil. I mean,
Maybe a couple scentsy candles, some incense, because the smell. Can you imagine the smell?
you see,
Mmm.
I stopped bringing Kleenex boxes because what's a satin pillow for?
Thank you. Or a sock, a perfectly good sock.
Well, that's a coffin joke.
Shut up.
I mean, I'm sure people wear socks in coffins, but,
I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
they're wearing shoes.
No, actually, they probably take all their shoes and socks and pants off and donate them to a thrift store because you never see what's below. I mean, yeah.
Some
So-
do.
Unless you open up the wrong side. Wouldn't that be awesome? Is this one of them left or right-handed coffins?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So,
George isn't wearing any pants or underwear. Oh my God.
oh, that's a dick.
That's a huge dick. He was a dick. Yeah, he was.
Yep,
He
that was
was.
a dick. Wow, he must have died having fun because he's
Mhm.
really happy to be here, Fade.
Are you hard?
Yeah.
Can't get the casket lid back down.
Hit it with a hammer!
It's got its own little stand on there. It's like a like the hood of a car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay.
Yes.
So, since we're talking about, or rather, I'm the only weird one talking about, things I would or wouldn't do with dead people, and doing shit with weird things. Yeah.
Is this the segue you want to take?
Mm.
Let's see this. How about this? I've got an idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you guys heard,
Okay.
but Victoria's Secret is a very progressive company. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
I mean, really, they brought sexiness back to lingerie modeling, which was lost for so long, I feel.
Totally.
I mean,
yeah.
just boring.
Just
yeah.
wearing lingerie.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
Yeah.
You get those tens out of here.
Yeah.
Just dreary.
Yeah.
So, something that they've done that's really revolutionizing the cisgendered straight man's masturbation habits is they actually took a more progressive approach, and now we have our first. Let's see. Transgendered
Really.
Victoria's Secret model, an angel, if you will.
Really?
Yes, and her name is Valentina Sampio, which I believe Brazilian. Was that what we
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brian, you had some thoughts on this, and I just wanted to let you just have at it.
If I was not married
To your lovely
to my
wife.
lovely wife,
Yeah.
and I was quite a bit younger, and I spoke Brazilian.
Or Portuguese.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Obrigado. Yeah.
Oh, if
Portuguesa,
I didn't speak what he said,
her language.
I would definitely go out with her,
Uh-huh.
and I would spend the night with her, and I would buy her breakfast, and
Muzzle her, perhaps?
I would marry her.
You think so?
Him. Her.
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 Yeah.
Yes, I would. And
And
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
no.
Would you have conjugal visits with her? On
Part of the
regular?
marriage and the,
Well, yeah.
I would make babies with her.
yeah.
How?
At least try.
I'll try.
But
my best.
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't ask questions as to why things weren't working. I mean, if
Okay.
she wants a baby, I'm gonna try my best.
That is stretching.
It's my duty.
That's stretching a miracle bra a little further than I think it can go.
Well,
She is gorgeous.
I think if you land a 10 like that, you're running miracles already.
I bet you she also plays a hell of a game of soccer.
That could be true. And I bet you she knows her way around the male pleasure centers.
I sure should hope she would.
Yeah. You guys could share shoes, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of limits, Brian, at what point is it a no-go? Like if her penis is same size as yours, bigger than yours, just a little bit smaller than yours? Where's the cutoff zone? If she's pre-op.
Boy, that's a really hard question.
Well, I hope she would be. I don't want her to alter her perfectness.
I would say,
Really hard question.
Yeah.
yeah, probably have to be smaller.
How much smaller?
Nobody's got AIDS.
Whoops. I wanted to go with this one.
Those men wanted to have sex with me.
Oh, did they?
Ooh.
That's crazy.
No, have to be considerably smaller. Because, I just don't want to deal with that jealousy and insecurity and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So it's like, so,
Every time you say it, it's just
Yeah.
swinging it around. You're like, all right, let's. So put your underwear back on. You're embarrassing me.
she'd have to be less than 9 inches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, just saying.
Yeah.
So
Because-
8 3/4 is totally fine.
Well, yeah.
Or 3.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that range.
So should she be able to sword fight with you?
No.
At what point do you stop considering it a clitoris? I say 3 is a good number.
3 is a good answer.
I look at it this way. If she has an erection and she runs into a wall, and if the first thing that she breaks is her nose, I'm in.
So
Did you get the visual on that one?
yeah, I did,
Okay.
and I'm like, okay, is she running into that wall because you're pushing her into that wall, or you're just like holding her flat and checking to see what's gonna? Really, the best way to do it would be a door.
A door.
Yeah, a door. She's standing still. You go, honey, I'm home. Wham! And if it's the nose that breaks, fabulous. If it's something else that breaks, then you
I'm
just
out.
turn
I'm
back around, leave.
I don't even walk through that door.
No, God no.
But if I do walk through that door, then it's back door. Or it's no
Mhm.
door. What?
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Hmm.
I think if she is I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think I would have a problem either way. Because of the femininity would override the genitalia type. And I don't know if that's now there's a difference if she wants to use it on you.
That's a line I will
Yeah.
not cross.
Well, you're married now.
Yes.
happily married for a year.
And for Anthony, we have to rephrase it. Would you have sex with her if she was dead?
I would not have sex with her if she was alive.
What about dead?
No.
Oh,
N-
I
no.
really thought I was going to get a yes on that one.
I'm pretty sure Anthony would
I think he's lying.
yeah.
I think he is lying.
Yeah, at least about the dead part.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
No? I think I don't know.
Okay.
I imagine she is as feminine as probably the rest of those models. You know, because they're okay, so when you look at maybe Victoria's Secret does have some thicker models, but for the most part they're very boyish, you know, like the narrow hips, the
Next.
I mean models classically like the
Tall and thin.
Yeah, I mean really they look pretty androgynous.
Yes.
Right.
You know, gender kind of
Questionable.
neutral.
Neutral.
Yeah. I mean beautiful.
Right.
But male models look feminine, you know,
Mhm.
with I don't know, at least the good ones. Yeah.
Right.
So I imagine that someone that is transgender would probably be on the side of feminine, where some of the other models, like if you lined them all up and you went, all right, who here is a transgender? You'd probably have a pretty hard time because, I mean, you think about it too, with dieting and like all the exercise and all the stuff that they do, they've probably got some pretty weird hormone profiles,
That's true.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
I wonder, honestly.
Okay, so is going in the back door for a female,
Uh-huh.
do you desire that because she doesn't want it? And if all of a sudden that's the only option,
But she's totally into it if it is
totally
the only
into
option.
it. It's the only option.
Well, I like to make people happy.
Right. You're a people pleaser is what you are.
I am. I mean, what do you guys think?
In this regard, it would have to look very real. And at that point, if everything looks
Like a
feminine,
butthole? Oh.
no, feminine.
Wait, are you talking post-op? Like,
Post-op.
oh, yeah, that's different.
Post-op with options.
We're talking pre-op.
No.
Yeah, totally.
No.
I didn't even consider an operation.
Oh,
No.
I mean, yeah.
Why does she need anything done? for her? She looks. You think genetically she's got anything going wrong? She looks pretty all right.
Yeah, she looks more than all right. She looks great.
Yeah, look at that luxurious hair.
Mm-hmm.
Eyebrows are nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good bone structure, high cheekbones,
Yes.
shoulders.
Nice wide
Yeah.
jaw.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally. You know, strong hands. Look at how she can.
Oh, totally.
Look how many pickle jars she can get open for you. My hands ache sometimes from all this.
She would give
Body
a great.
work.
She would give a great massage. I have
Yeah.
no doubt.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you would know where to rub back. That's all I'm saying. You know, these women with their parts that no one even knows what they do. It's gross.
You're referring to the clitoris.
Well, yeah, the vulva, the labia minora. I mean, look at her. Oh, wait, hold on. That's an older gentleman that I accidentally found. Yeah. Ooh, wait, face swap?
Now, who's that cute
Can't do that.
couple?
I like the one on the left.
Yeah.
She's
That looks
pretty.
like freedom.
Oh,
Oh,
Let's see here.
we weren't looking at transvestites still?
Nope.
Ooh, awkward.
Yeah, well. Let's see.
Akko Taco.
Ooh.
She is very pretty.
Whoa.
Bueno.
that's her with her haircut.
Mucho gusto.
Yep. And so Mario Lopez is the first transgender angel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, no, wait. That's a different story. Transgender
You sure?
comments. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought he was still playing pro baseball. Is he not? Or no?
No, he was AC
Oh.
Slater from the hit show Saved by the Bell.
He could catch a lot of balls with those dimples.
Yeah, that's
Take
totally.
that however you would like.
He's pretty dreamy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's on
Oh,
deck.
Shit.
And he worked for E! Hollywood, I believe. Wasn't it the E! Network?
He made some bad comments.
No.
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 Not Mario.
We try not to judge people.
We don't judge.
Mario Lopez.
You think Slater would really say something stupid?
Yeah, I can't remember what his key phrase was.
The only character I remember is Screech.
Yep. Well, and then there was Zach and Lisa, and
Was
Kelly?
Lisa the stripper?
Lisa was the black chick.
Okay, not the
No,
stripper.
the stripper was. Oh, I can't remember her name. I can't
Kelly.
remember. She was my least
Kelly.
favorite. No, Kelly was Zach's girlfriend. or
Oh, that's
whatever.
right.
She was the really
Now
hot
plays
brunette
on
one.
Hallmark Network.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
I'm sure she's some sort of victim of domestic violence or something.
Lots. You
Oh
bet.
no, wait, that's Lifetime. Hallmark's probably a little more wholesome. Probably a little less, domestic violence in that case.
Probably.
Can I do a reference
yourself.
to a show that we've done in the past? Because it's getting close to September 20th.
Yes.
Who's all going to storm Area 51?
Well, I have thought long and hard about this after that show. So since the show, I went out and actually purchased a drone with a video camera on it.
Okay.
I'm not talking like military grade shit. I'm just talking like, your regular $100 thing off of Amazon. It's got a camera on it, good, 1080p res on it.
Yeah.
Fabulous. I am going to go there. I am going to sit in my car about a half mile away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna video that shit because it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
And you're going to be in your car because I've heard that all the hotels in that entire area are totally booked already.
Really?
You mean
That's a good sign.
That was on the news today. They are all booked.
I think
you
what
cannot
you mean
get a room.
is the hotel. Yeah, the
Well,
A. Lee Inn is the hotel in the area. That's it. Unless you want to drive about 4.5, 5 hours from Vegas.
and probably a lot of people are actually because
sure.
they're
That's
going to make that drive out there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I prefer the Arlie Inn.
Wow, no shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Arlie Army.
Arlie Army.
So,
Yeah.
I bet you, though, a lot of the people that are all into this have RVs. So I bet you that's going to be a big thing. I wonder about RV spots, like the
It's
whatever,
going to be a
trailer
mad.
park thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be a caravan galore. I am picturing, what was it, the 4th of July with Will Smith.
Yeah,
Independence Day. I imagine that where there's just going to be copious amounts of RVs.
And then you have
just hauling ass.
Like Randy Quaid
Yep.
in his old RV.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's going to be like.
I'm not going to be in one of those. I want to be small, compact, far away. I don't want to catch a stray bullet anywhere. Because, yeah, I feel like there could be quite a few.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be... I would imagine they're coming up with some sort of a plan. You know, we've probably learned a lot from the border, just a short distance away.
So you
On
think
how
they're building a wall?
I don't think they're building a wall. I think they're probably stockpiling and getting prepared for like riot control on a epic proportion, like less than lethal weapons, beanbags, rubber bullets, CS gas, Gatling guns,
A-10s just
A-10 strafing back and forth, nonstop.
Nice 30mm guns.
Oh yeah.
Just letting them...
Oh,
So you think on the A-10, like if the A-10's just strafing, do you think they use depleted uranium or they just go with regular old lead?
Yeah.
I say go with lead. Lead would get the job done, and it's a lot cheaper.
And it doesn't leave the toxic as depleted
Right.
uranium.
You need to think about the environment.
No, absolutely.
Plus, you don't want to, make all the aliens sick.
Well, no, but they actually like depleted uranium, dude. From
Oh, really?
I mean, no, they don't. I wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they like to eat. But I imagine that if there were such a thing as aliens, that they would enjoy radioactive food
Yeah.
for lunch only, though. Only lunch.
Only lunch.
Yeah, lead is the meal of choice for dinner.
And grilled cheese.
Well, I mean, it melts. The lead just melts perfectly on a nice
Little
rye
mercury.
bread. Oh, dude, don't even get
A
me
nice
started.
pumpernickel.
A nice pumpernickel, you know.
Nobody's got AIDS.
Nobody.
That guy knows a sandwich.
He does know a sandwich. So I think that it's actually going to take place. I mean, I don't think they're going to have near the people they thought they were that have signed the petitions, but they're going to have a lot of people.
Probably a lot of looky-loos, as I like to call them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be one of the looky-loos from a half mile away.
With your new drone.
There's just going to be people just looking at each other and doing nothing.
I'm doing absolutely nothing.
There's going to be shitloads of drones. You're going to feel all emasculated because there's going to be like these 4K awesome
Oh, yeah,
rods
it's just ginormous things drowning me
just
out.
smashing into yours.
If I had a lot of money, I would get a couple buddies and we would rent a bunch of semi-trucks and fill them with pallets and pallets of bottled water. And we'd go down there and we would sell them for like $10 a bottle.
Oh, my God.
We would retire.
Could you imagine
Yes.
if you're the, like, alien, like, you've been at Area 51 for how many years?
Right.
60 years.
At
You've
least.
got your shitty mugs and your shitty T-shirts. Yeah, and they've still got, like, Forrest Gump references on them and stuff, just like these terrible, Independence Day.
Yeah.
The original, well, Alien would be pretty cool, but...
Yeah.
They're redundant. They're like, Mom.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Cocoon. But I think if it would just be such a, like, you'd end up dropping dead, obviously, right before that happened. You're trying to get everything, you've been there for
Packing up your
years.
shit. You're like, oh
Yeah.
my God, they're coming.
make it, you know, you've got like a little a trailer in the back that you live in, and you don't have any air conditioning, no running water, but you've just held out for when those aliens, you know, when the news finally breaks, you're rich. No.
No, I'm imagining Mel Gibson, you know, face painted half and half, you know, holding a big saber.
Broadsword?
Yeah, thank you, sorry.
Yeah.
Claymore.
Shit, I am out-geeked. Holy shit. So, yeah, Claymore, if you will, and just, you know, spouting off some lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freedom!
Yeah.
And just charging right towards the aliens. Then a split second later, he turns into a pink mist.
I just got a vision when you said that. And he's charging all these storm Area 51 people that as they're storming across the desert toward the gates and the fences, that all these alien ships come up and just disintegrate and vaporize all of them. And then they go back down and be like, holy shit, maybe this wasn't the best idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they just send out like an electro pulse that just shuts down everybody's cameras.
And
all the drones drop.
All their hearts stop instantly.
Whoa. Can I get my drone if it's on the other side of the fence?
And he's half a mile away, just lubing up and ready to go.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I got half an hour before it starts to get weird.
Okay, let's go back to all the drones dropping down. I paid $100 for this thing. Do I get to go on the other side of the fence and get it back?
I wouldn't think so, but you know, you never know. It's
a gamble.
Okay, it's got my name on it. I wrote my name.
Not good.
Write Brian's name on it.
Well, I mean, okay, when I said my name, what I meant was a name.
Yeah.
Please return.
Yeah.
Property of Brian.
Yeah.
Wrote your phone number. I'm nice. Just do me a favor. Give it back. If they ship it back to you, just give it back.
Check out the Sensible Sociopath channel.
Oh, wow.
Totally.
Dude.
We should get like a private pilot that's a little bit crazy and fly with a banner over at the Sensible Sociopath. Can you imagine?
Yes, it'd be perfect.
Because all the news crews run
over a secret base go around.
No, it'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the airspace is totally just unrestricted.
Well,
it is.
We'll pay for his fuel and buy him lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Cigarettes, you think?
Maybe.
I bet we can get him a fifth.
Well, we don't want to encourage any behavior that might get him in some sort of trouble, like alcohol or tobacco.
No.
I mean, he's got a commercial pilot's license, not a sport license, not a...
Why commercial? He just has to know how to fly the damn thing.
Come to think of it, I've never landed a plane in my goddamn life.
You know, I think if people are really serious about this, if I was going to do this, I would skydive into Area 51. Yeah. I'm not going to be one of these crazies running across the desert like, you know,
You could do it from 5-10 miles away. Do a high altitude, high opening, cruise in from, 15, 20 miles away east.
We call it hey-ho.
Yeah, hey-ho.
High altitude, high opening, and with those chutes, you're basically flying that wing, and literally you could come in there, and while they're all distracted with all the crazies running across the desert, you just
glide it
in the night before, dude.
Ooh.
Dude, man, we go in the night before.
We should go. We should do it. We can do it.
I'm pretty sure they'll still be looking out. I mean,
you think the night before?
No, they'll be looking out. They won't be looking up.
Yes, no one in Area 51 would be looking up.
Why would they?
No, they're looking at the
I wouldn't.
peons down here. No, I'm doing a hi-ho, going up at 40,000 feet, dropping in from 20 miles away.
Yeah.
I'm just some schmo.
Yeah, they're looking at all the nerds in their beater piece of shit RVs, all parked up and ready to go. That's who they're concerned about. But I'll tell you what, you want to storm Area 51?
Right.
I say skydive Area 51.
So when somebody does this stupid shit, do we get in trouble for it? Because we thought of it first, because we're awesome like that?
I don't believe we have any liability, if that's what we're asking.
Yeah. That's where I was going.
No.
Okay, so do we have a special show on September 20th? You think?
I think we should.
I think we should.
What day of the week is it?
Doesn't matter.
No.
All right.
No, I don't think it does. Or do we do it the 21st and we, talk about all the people that are dead? We just roll the scrolling thing of names for a half hour.
Well, I bet you they're going to have like a Twitter feed or something. There's got to be some sort of centralized social platform location that we can watch, either Instagram or...
You have to think that the news media, some CNN, Fox, one of them is going to have some...
But I don't want their filtered down version. I want the raw shit from the
PBS.
people.
I was going to say, because...
Yeah. They're really hitting it hard at PBS.
Yeah, it's going to be totally whitewashed and sanitized for... I mean, because right before they let loose and on all the people
Like this?
storming... Exactly.
Sorry.
They're going, all of a sudden, all the cameras and news crews, all their equipment will just magically shut down and go dark.
Yeah.
And then about 30 minutes later, it'll come up, and they'll just be
mass murder
just
scene.
blood. a lake of blood and body parts. And they'll be like, oh, it was a bad accident.
Yeah.
And then that'll be it.
Yeah, some little airman out there is going to be like, oh, they got cameras. EMP. Boop.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it will be great, though.
I mean, it's going to be fun.
It could turn into a Trump rally. That could be something else, too. Little, you know, something like that.
I'm really stoked about the skydiving into Area 51. Don't be a nerd and just run.
No,
Jump.
God.
Don't run. Don't storm. Jump.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, luckily it's not usually really warm there this time of year. Yeah, you don't have to worry about dehydration of running 5 miles from the border. At least, no, it's more than 5 actually. It's a good little jaunt from the border to actual Area 51.
I think it was like, what was it, like 90,000 acres or something? Like the whole complex
huge.
or whatever.
You could be on Groom Ferry Lake or whatever. You could be in the Area 51 and
Still
on the
not
ground
see it.
and still not see the base. It is that big.
And is it really a base, or is it just a giant hologram?
Oh, dude.
Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah. They'll show
They'll
up.
get out there and they're walking
and
through
it
the hologram.
disappears. And it disappears.
Dude, man, where'd it go?
Yeah.
Man, where'd it go?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm actually getting a little bit excited.
So what I'm hearing, though, is I probably need to upgrade to a 4K.
Well, unless you want to be embarrassed.
And put an EMP shield around it, put it in a Faraday cage, and...
I would say that'd probably be the
sensible thing to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
And here on the Sensible Sociopath,
we do it.
yes, we don't like to be...
You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard!
Well, silver streak there. For all you fans.
Yeah.
Sorry, just you gotta hit some of the sound effects. See where they fit in. Sometimes they slide in, sometimes they don't. Like,
I'll make it feel really good for you.
Nice.
I will.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Are you hard?
I am so hard.
Those men wanted to have sex with me.
fabulous.
Nobody's got AIDS.
Little Tony Soprano. Always good.
So, looking down there, there's Paw Hump, Nevada?
Mm-hmm.
What's in Paw Hump? Is that next to Ma Hump?
Mm-hmm.
Dry Hump? That should be Dry Hump, Nevada.
Just below Dry Hump is Paw Hump, and then below Paw Hump, directly below Paw Hump is Ma Hump. Yeah.
My hump, my hump, my hump.
My lovely lady love.
Yes.
Testes. Okay. Yeah. So the chances that anybody's going to get anywhere near the base is slim and or none.
We should start a poll.
I like it.
How many people are going to be arrested? How many people are going to be injured? How many people are going to mysteriously disappear, never to be seen again?
That's less of a poll. That's more like betting. You know, like,
No money's involved.
No,
We're just
no,
hoping
no.
a lot.
Yeah, we're just hoping.
Really,
Yeah.
really hopeful.
well, I think I don't know. I think if you're gonna wear body armor, probably want to make it level 4. You know,
Easily.
they're gonna range out on you. I'm thinking to avoid being arrested, you probably want to cut off your arms because then they can't get
not
the cuffs on
dead
you. Yeah.
I'm not dead yet.
I think they should just
Maybe
get
a
all
little.
these people that are planning on storming Area 51. They should unify and get like a uniform so they all know who's on what side.
Okay.
So I think they should all just wear. It's in the desert. It's going to be hot.
Mm-hmm.
They should all just wear like white T-shirts, and then I'm making it cheap for them, and I'm telling them exactly how to do this. Everybody just get cheap white T-shirts, red spray paint, and a big circle on the front, and a little circle right in the middle, and then you can just tell everybody, hey, you're a stormer too. Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
stormer too. That way they know who's who.
We could have hats also
Yeah.
with the same, just a white hat with big round circle,
Yeah.
and then a
Little dot.
right
Right there. That'd be
Right.
perfect.
in the T-zone.
That would
know.
be perfect.
You might be able to get a corporate sponsor, like let's say a
Target.
Target.
well, I love it. For instance, yeah, I think that might work.
Dalai Lama.
They probably provide T-shirts, hats.
Souvenirs.
Yeah, they put it on the bottom of a cup. You go for a drink. It's just
Nice.
yeah.
Do the cups explode occasionally?
Well,
Only
I
on
mean,
impact?
And then
you are in alien territory, so who knows what happens?
And then on the back of the T-shirts, you can have printed, I survived storming Area 51 and have the date on it.
Yeah.
What a
There
good
you
idea.
go.
Or you could put your name, your next of kin, emergency contact information, let's say.
Like that too.
It's like to remember people by.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It's like, oh, I'm doing this for you, Grandma.
Well, and a good idea also, I think, is, my dog has an ID, okay? It,
To get into bars and...
well, I mean, just so I know who my dog is if he gets lost. I have it on a nice chain around his neck.
like a rapper.
Like totally like a rapper. We could have people make those in metal, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's good. In case, just in case.
Uh-huh.
And we'll sell them in duplicates, like 2. And we'll give them one for an anklet, I think maybe, and one around nice long one for their neck.
In case they lose something.
In case they lose,
Or on their
totally.
leg.
Well, yeah, I mean, you trip, you fall, oop, there's my leg.
Yep, there it goes.
And that way you can identify the body. I mean, you could see, oh, hey, Bob, nice to meet you. Okay.
There's probably a lot of bear traps out there, I would imagine.
At least a couple,
Yeah.
I would think, yeah.
For the gay men.
Ha
But you're a great big fat person.
Yes, he was.
Super.
Super.
Yeah, I think the, also landmines. So before World War I, you could use landmines. I believe the Geneva Convention was where they or was it? Yeah, I think it was the Geneva Convention. But anyways, you're not supposed to use them because they'll maim people. Turns out they're pretty popular in Africa, though. So,
Really?
I'm thinking maybe Nevada's got some similarities there. Perhaps Nellis Air Force Base, they threw a
Okay.
bunch of those down. I mean, because, it's probably been there since World War I. I would
Easily,
assume.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilbur and Orville Wright in Bacher. They flew airplanes, probably to Nellis, I would imagine. Probably turned around, came on back to North Carolina, I believe
Yeah,
it was.
Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, because you learn a lot on this show. That's the thing.
It's
That's the thing.
educational.
It sets us apart from all those stupid documentaries
Oh, yeah,
people
'cause
watch.
we tell you the real stuff. You're going to
Yeah.
get the real scoop here.
no
Yeah.
bullshit, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Exactly. There's,
Wow.
Is
Yeah.
anybody watching this right now and commenting?
not really commenting. So we had some about some audio issues, but I don't think they're watching us text them back. And I wasn't going to talk about it on air. But hey, if you'd like to tell us if I fixed the problem with the audio, that would be cool. Because I've
And-
only been... Yeah.
And would you have sex with a dead person? Or a transgender Victoria's Secrets model?
Yeah.
Or are you planning on storming Area 51? Or D, all of the above?
Yep, I'm into all
So,
that.
D, we want to hear from you.
I mean, really, you
Yes.
could do all of the above at Area 51 at one point or another.
And you probably will,
Right.
Yeah.
whether you want to or not.
Absolutely.
I don't know if the transgenders are too much into the whole like conspiracy theory stuff. I feel like they have other interests.
Well, the aliens are neutral sex.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that?
So you've heard.
Yes, so I've heard.
Wink.
Yes.
I think, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like angels. You know how angels don't have any genitalia?
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're Victoria's Secrets.
Yes.
And sometimes they have both genitalia.
Way to catch that one. See, that's called the old setup knockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think,
We should
all
do a
right,
show
so-
on the 20th.
well, yeah, definitely. But honestly, I do feel like aliens, or whatever we call them,
Mhm. I call him Bob, personally. What's up, Bob?
Bob? All right, fair
Bob.
enough. Back of balls, like
Yeah.
the porn
Mhm.
shot.
Giggity. Yeah.
Yeah, two lady gentlemen together.
Well, I mean, his original name was Robert, but I've known him for quite a while now, so
Yeah.
I call him Robert.
Hmm.
Bob.
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 Yeah. Well,
Bob and Robert.
so I believe that the lack of probably the need for sex, so
Mhm.
probably becomes some sort of asexual. Then also the lack of communication. So your mouth involutes, as they say, and then your head gets bigger because of all your telepathy.
And
Mhm.
all your body hair falls out because you don't need it.
Well, I mean, it's just hard to
I
groom.
could only
Mhm.
hope.
Yeah, and they learn how to reproduce without having sex.
Yeah.
Kind of like my ex-wife. What's that?
No, it was
Funny one.
just sex without you. There's a
There you go.
difference.
Yes.
Yes. She's got an electro boner there. It's, you plug it right into the wall. It's a 220 though, so
Mm.
yeah.
It only
all
works
down.
in the laundry room.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. You got to unplug the stove.
210, 220, whatever it takes.
There you go.
Yeah, I think, but I do think that is a viable, like, or a scenario, where perhaps this world has already gone through the process of, like, dying off, and so we had to get the hell out of here. Like, maybe we're the evolutionary, like, third runner-up, like, it's already gone through all this, I don't know.
I don't even think we would make third runner-up.
No, but I mean, like
No.
the Ice Age or whatever it was, even dinosaurs, like maybe the world was destroyed by like a nuclear or something or other, and it went through the millions of years, and these guys have just been hanging out, flying around, doing whatever the hell they do with their evolved species.
Just checking on us
And-
once in a while.
Yeah,
They are mega woke.
yeah, exactly. They're the transgenders of the future.
Word.
Yeah.
Well, I heard a theory that actually a lot of because there's like a couple main species of aliens. You got the small little grays and then the tall, slender
Right.
grays.
Uh-huh.
And some theorists think that they are actually biological. They've been created to travel through space by aliens. I mean, they're millions of years advanced. They're not going to travel through space to get here to Earth. So these creatures, the little grays and the tall grays, are actually they're like ants.
Mm.
You know, ants will send out little scavenger or
Right, right.
scout ants
Right.
and bring back food or find out where there's food or that
Right.
type of thing. A lot of people think that they have been genetically created just to travel through space to get here, gather information, and take it back. And yeah, so
Would
yeah.
they be androids, though? I mean, would you? I mean, I guess that'd be the difference, whether you invest the technology in
well,
genetics
look-
or in.
Well, look what we're doing now with medical biology and genetics. I mean, we're growing ears,
Mhm.
we're growing skin grafts.
Hell, we
We're-
have animal-less hamburgers where it's just fake protein.
Well, I don't know if that's the pinnacle
No, it is.
of.
No, it is. No. cowless hamburgers. That's
we
the
got from
pinnacle.
growing organs to mushroom burgers.
No, I'm not talking mushroom burgers.
The Impossible Burger.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about actually growing
Yeah, protein.
flesh and blood,
Yeah,
organs,
right.
They were
and
actually
body parts. And if we're doing that, if there's species,
Even mildly progressed from us.
even just a couple thousand years advanced from us, they can actually genetically alter and create whole species.
Well, I don't know if you guys have seen Jurassic Park. No, I'm just kidding. So I can't remember if it was China. It was somebody is actually putting human cells into rat embryos, and so they're making human rat hybrids, much like Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, so there's a little uproar about that, but actually the article showed an embryo on it, which I can only assume is half human, half rat.
Well, yeah, I
And
mean,
will
sure.
rule us all soon.
Really?
Yep.
Do we teach it kung fu though?
It does love pizza. That's what we do know.
Hmm.
And like subterranean environments, pizza and kung fu.
And it was trained by a someone named Shredder, and he's got a Bebop and a Raza,
Okay.
which were half warthog, half snapping turtle mutants. Anyways, enough about the ooze.
Mm-hmm.
So something I did that kind of we were heading towards. There's evolutionary biologists that are saying that the chimps are actually going through like a Stone Age like period right now.
Totally.
Where they're finding tools and things, I guess, that they are
Higher level tools that 60, 70, 100 years ago they weren't finding, and now they're finding rock tools.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Kind of interesting. Because how would you see that if you're kind of looking, you're watching it,
Mhm.
but you, because if you're an anthropologist or an archaeologist, you can look at the history and you can go, okay, humans didn't exist or whatever it was. I can't mistaken this for something else.
Right.
It's like, I found sharp rocks and these bones. Cave
Right.
person, chimp bones. But when we're here, it's like, oh, did somebody drop this thing? This
No.
rock with a vine wrapped around it?
Yeah. I didn't.
Whose is this? The chimps? No.
Joe, did you do that? No. Joe didn't do
Yeah.
that.
I didn't hear anything about that. It's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
I mean,
it's all theoretical.
right.
Like,
It's not new that chimpanzees have been using tools.
Yeah.
Not stone tools, but they've been using sticks, leaves, whatever.
reeds to
Reed.
get termites and things.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So going, hey, look, there's a rock. Tink. Oh, it went sharp. Hey,
Mhm.
that's pretty cool. I can cut into this whatever with it.
I
Yeah.
can start a fire.
It's like a slap chop,
Oh, slap.
And then pretty soon you got the ShamWow and they're fucking. Then it's a Mark Wahlberg movie.
Exactly.
Dude,
Just makes sense.
is that a thing?
It is. Yeah.
Damn.
Hmm.
Yeah. Caesar. Salad dressing.
The birth of
I
the
love
planet, yeah.
Caesar salad dressing
Mhm.
and the ShamWow. Are you saying there's a link somewhere in there?
I'm sure.
Did you guys know that you have to use a chamois wet?
Yes.
Shut up.
Not really wet, but damp.
That's
Yes.
weird. I've been using a chamois dry,
Mm-hmm.
and just trying to use it, and it doesn't do
Yeah.
shit.
Just mashing it into the dead body,
Like a
it
caveman.
really does.
trying to
Yeah.
destroy the evidence.
And when a chimpanzee comes over and grabs it and gets it wet and wrings it out and hands it back to you.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
oh,
like,
what the
yeah.
fuck? Exactly.
You stupid, ignorant son of a bitch, dumb bastard!
Because you don't know how to use a chamois. All right, Gene Wilder. Let's give people an opportunity to learn.
Jeez. You would think the dead would rest. I mean,
Yeah.
am I right?
I'm thinking you're smart enough to get this joke.
What the hell?
Just gonna play that whenever people don't get jokes,
Okay.
Yeah, see, you didn't get that.
I'm thinking you're smart enough to get this joke.
Yeah.
I still don't get it.
Yeah. It was a guy, he's some kind of a pundit or something, and he started going off and saying some crazy shit that that caught my ear as something I could use.
Very
But the
nice.
rest of it, he's just like going insane, and I guess he's like a really reasonable guy, and they have no idea why he was making
Went left.
sense,
Right.
But he just fucking went
Went off
off.
the rails.
Yes.
Stroked out and just lost
Yeah,
his shit.
just like throwing in shit that just didn't make sense, and actually part of that says 34 minutes into this show, and I was like, oh, 34 minutes, I could play that. I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't even know when that is.
And now he's a senator.
Yeah, yeah. That man was Bernie Sanders. Yep.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, gentlemen, I like what we've done here today.
I'm happy with it.
I'm satisfied.
I mean, I'm sated. I'm not full. I'm not. But I'm
Yeah.
sated. You know, happily sated.
You have a cemetery you need to go walk through now, don't you, Anthony?
I do, actually. I actually saw a funeral down there earlier. Fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh. body.
Exactly. I mean, the soil's going to be warm. Everything's going to be real
Yeah,
nice.
you don't have to worry about digging up frozen ground anymore. Now that I moved out of North Dakota and I'm in Miami, it's nice. You just the top layer's a bitch, though. It's sand.
You can get rid of your pickaxe. That's I mean, what more can a man ask for?
Nothing.
Yeah,
That's it.
A sexually deviant necrophiliac.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
Nice way to end the show.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, thank you.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Yep.
Share.
Subscribe, tell your friends. We're going
Yes.
to be getting our Facebook up and running here. Get some pictures up on there of some sexy dudes.
Yeah.
And then also pictures of us.
Okay. No. Share.
And then, yeah. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. And hopefully
Thank
the
you.
audio improved and we didn't drop too many frames.
Nope. Good night.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Good night and good luck.
Deuces.
Yep.
The sensible sociopath. Sometimes they say f- and shit and cum dumpster and
Oops. This show is not for you.
Smart and creepy.
it's not offensive, it's not standoffish, none of that.
Oh, lady inclusion.
Are you circumcised, Joe?
Well, I don't know if we know each other well enough, Steve.
Come on, whip it out.
Farts in a barn.
You all think I have cancer?
Beehive enthusiast community.
Exceptionally talented at killing people?
Non-willing sperm donor.
Why would you say that, Joe? You asshole. You're such an asshole.